Haynes and Jared Solomon in Russell Tennis Court. Yes.
Well played, my friend, well played.
King Queen board. Guy was on it.
Back to the feature table here in our world-class poker room. Pocket 10s.
Pair of 10s, a world-class hand, mind you.
Although they have been dangerous lately, so no one seems to be winning with them at this table.
Yeah, the 10s have been getting murdered left and right. Will it happen again here? Najar picked up a nice big pot earlier with his aces. They smacked off jacks. There's Tony Silva. He's got the glasses, but I mean the hands have just been going against him, and now he's kind of getting into the desperation stuff because he's calling raises with 4 high. So Tony Silva is just looking to win a pot, and I know that feeling, Caitlin, when you sit there and you're just seeing everybody else win pots and you feel like the gods are against you because you just cannot get involved, you cannot rake some chips in, and suddenly you're facing raises with 4 deuce offsuit.
Maybe he needs a different kind of glasses, the ones that help you read. Maybe he's not seeing his cards.
That's a very good plan, isn't it? If anything, Jaco Storm will have them to go with his pop. He belongs in a little reading lounge. Right, so Mark Botha been very quiet so far after arriving at the table. Pastano had picked up a nice healthy double up early on.
I'm going to pay you 125 maybe if you maybe play so. What you on? What you on? Oh, you're dying like a mossy.
And Robert K is talking to Mark Lifman. They've got a side bet, a last longer bet as to who will go further in the tournament, and these two guys play for big money, you can be sure of that.
Good decision to fold the 4-2 there.
Right, so Storm repopped it. Najar made the call.
2 players.
10s against Ace King.
And we'll see a flop.
Okay, thanks for that.
Najar have been playing very carefully, treading very lightly so far in this feature room. 6 deuce 5 is a lovely flop for 10s.
He almost looks like a professor with his glasses. So you got the strange glasses and the professor glasses, and then
the raving pipe smoker. Jaco Storm will fire the C bet, representing a pair bigger than 10s. Will Najar believe him?
I think it would be a bit difficult to believe him at this stage. I mean, such a low board.
Maybe if he sucks on his pipe.
The answer will come to him.
Maybe he'll be more believable then. Najar, how do I feel about this little C bet? Does he have me beat in the spot? How will I find out? Raise probably is a good idea.
Oh, just moved. About 20 minutes.
Taking his time, being very deliberate.
Moved about 12.
Up to 40,000.
And he makes it a big raise up to 40,000. So that's asking Jaco Storm a question.
Now he can put that in his pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, he can put that right in his pipe. I think he's going to choke on it. Jaco Storm has been asked a big question by Najo, and how will he react? Well,
How much more? 29,000.
29,000. He's got to believe he's in trouble here. Jaco Storm, despite the jokes we made about the man, he's a very, very good player. He's a very strong player. He's been there, he's seen that. He's been to the final table of this tournament a number of times. He plays a lot online, he plays a lot of live poker, so he'll know the situation inside out. And I think he'd do well to fold here. So the glass has come off. He's really thinking about this. Is this guy playing back on me? He's got to give this man a hand. He's been playing very solidly the entire episode. He looks at the man now, gives him a bit of a glare, trying to figure out what is going on.
And Serge's glasses have also come off. Seems like the prop to have at this table.
Maybe when you're deep in a hand, your eyesight gets better. So, Najar did ask the question and he got the right answer. Jaco Storm kicked his hand into the muck, and Najar will pick up almost 78,000. What a healthy pot at this stage.
And the blinds are up here in All Africa, 1,500 and 3,000, which means that the rotations are getting quite expensive. Spending a lot more money than you would normally.
Well, if that kind of puts into context of how long these sessions really are, each level is an hour, and in this episode we've already seen 3 level changes.
Should be losing players very slowly. You're not even losing 2 players a level.
Despite the fact that you only see the best of the action here, these guys are playing long sessions, and the pressure really starts adding up and catching up
Big jump
at this stage late on the second day.
You know, the next level is now also at 33%.
Yeah.
The players discussing the blinds in the background. Always gets more difficult as the blinds go up. You have to start playing a lot more tight.
Darren Kramer out of his chair, he's just keeping the blood going. It's a good policy for those of us that haven't been here and played these long sessions.
11,000.
You should try get out of your chair as often as possible, get that blood going, keep the circulation to the brain going, because if you sit in your chair and allow that fatigue to catch up, you start making those wrong decisions.
But now there's an all-in. He comes back to the table to see what's going on.
The red lights are on for Mark Botha. He's all in with AK, and he's in a good spot against Herbert Alting, because he's got the dominating ace king against Herbert Alting's king queen.
14,400.
There's still players behind him to call.
Well, it's back to Herbert now. It's only 14,000. He's already reaching for the calling chips. There's enough money out there to make the call for him.
Mark Wirtz obviously short stacked when he got to the table, so finding a premium hand, what else can you do but push?
Well, he's pushed it, and Herbert's made the call, so Herbert will need a blackboard, and he'll need a lady to arrive. Well, chess, hold on.
Just hold up now, come on.
The flop will bring a 6, 8, 4. No good for Alting. So now running spades or a queen. The queen on the turn. Yeah,
A horrible card for Mark Botha.
And no ace on the river. And Mark Botha gets 3 outed and sent packing.
I'm sure.
Straight into the all-ins. We've had a lot of all-ins at the feature table. Now we're at the outer tables.
Well, it's a good spot here for our Everton supporter Reda. He's got a brosy in a heap of trouble with kings. Reda's got aces.
But he also has a horrendous looking hat on his head.
Well, it's a horrendous team he supports. Nothing like the hand he has, I can promise you that much. Everton Football Club, who supports them? Queen 8-4, no good for a brosy. He needs it one time. The king of hearts, no good.
Yes! Wow.
Wow. Reda shouts when aces beat kings like our shite when I hit a one-outer.
I think he might be competing with Nick Zackham for the loudest player award.
And Brosy is feeling desperately forlorn. He's been smacked by aces. Those kings got crushed. And worst of all, by a guy who supports Everton.
And another all-in here at the outer tables. Miguel Malera has got pocket queens and Zaki in bad shape here with pocket sixes. And that is the end of Warren Zaki's tournament life here at Swaziland.
And he must be feeling terrible because the girls got beaten by their older aunties. The queens knocked out the sixes.
You know it.